We're the indie project Bee and Theo, and we've been living and travelling the world in vans for the past 6 years. We're currently renovating an abandoned stone barn in Portugal to turn into a beautiful tiny home for us and our cats Ginjey Bear and Fernando. Follow our journey from the very beginning as we document the whole process of creating an off-grid home.
Good morning guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I've got an absolutely action-packed couple of days coming up, and I'm gonna make sure I bring you guys along on the journey. And it's a really sunny, hot, warm morning this morning, as it normally is here in Central Portugal in the summer, but we need to get some work done, so no more hiding under this tree. It's time to get going. Fernando just caught a lizard, so I'm just moving it to a safe place out the way so he can't find it again. Cute little thing. So poor old Fernando has to go to the vets this morning in Castelo Branco, so we're going to go and take him there, but he really doesn't enjoy the vets at all. But this is all part of the process on being able to go back to the UK. So we took him in for his rabies jab, he's had that, and now he's got to have his booster so that he can travel back to the UK. And that is why things have taken a little bit longer, because there needs to be a period of time for that jab to actually kick in before he can travel. I've just found Fernando's travel crate. I need to put some paper in the bottom of it because he likes to go to the toilet as soon as we hit the road, which is nice for everyone involved in the vehicle. Fernando, it's time to go to the vet, unfortunately. Oh, and he runs off. And he runs off. This is going to be a game of cat and mouse. I got you. Come on, need to get in your crate. Stop biting me. Ah! Come on, it's time to go to the vet. I know you really don't want to go to the vets, but we have to take you. We just have to. Then we can travel back to the UK and you get to see all your extended family. I got you. Come on, stop biting my arm, please. Come on. Come on. I know you don't want to go. Oh no! Fernando is like a problem child. He's always hard work and he never wants to go in the basket, so he's just ran off. I need to go and find him. With the help of Bee, we can get him in there.
Come on.
He was not having it. You poor little thing, eh? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We have him. The beast is caged. I'm just going to pop him in the back of the car and off we go. See you soon, little fella. I love you very much. You'll be fine. Fernando did absolutely brilliantly at the vets, and they're always so nice with him in there. It's really nice to take him there because they just look after him really nicely, and they cleaned out all of his basket and everything because he did go to the toilet on the way, as he usually does. And the vet even did a little photo shoot with him afterwards because she loved him so much and she loved his little bow tie collar. And right now I'm making my way back to the land with Fernando because later on we've got to do our COVID tests so that we can travel, and you have to do that 72 hours. You have to have it within 72 hours of getting on the ferry and traveling to the United Kingdom. So that is what we're going to do, and we couldn't leave Fernando in a warm car, so we wanted to get him back home as soon as possible so he's nice and comfortable, because in a couple of days time he's got a long journey coming up, heading back to the UK. It's going to be a long drive, and it's going to be in a basket for a while, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello Fernando, how you doing? Right, let's get you out as quick as possible and you can be free once again. There we go, that's better. Good boy. Straight in the shade. So I've just arrived in Castelo Branco again, and now I need to try and find the building that the COVID test is in. It's proving a little bit difficult, I'm not sure where it is, and I'm a little bit nervous about this COVID test because I've heard stories of people having these swabs pushed so far up their nose. Hopefully all goes okay. Okay, so it looks like it's in this building here, so I'm gonna go through these gates and have a look, see if there's a reception. Okay, so it turns out that they've given us completely the wrong address, and it's actually on the outskirts of Castelo Branco by a big roundabout. So our appointment is now, so hopefully we don't miss it. So I'm going to jump back in the car and see if we can get there and get this test sorted. Okay, so now we're on the outskirts of Castelo Branco, just off the roundabout, and there's a testing centre, so I think we're in the right place now. So it turns out that this actually isn't the correct testing site that we booked in for, but we can't find the other company. So these guys said that they can do us a test right away without an appointment. It is €5 more, and I think it's done in this shed here, so hopefully we can get it done now and just get our results within 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay, here goes.
Here we go.
Ooh.
It's that.
Oh. Oh, it's tickly. Ooh, my eyes are watering.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, so the test is done and we get our results back around about midnight tonight, which is good, nice and quick. That was €100 each for the pleasure of getting that swab up our nose. It didn't feel like it went up your nose, it felt like it went into your brain. It's a little bit brutal, and it's something that I wouldn't want to have to do every single day, but we've got quite a few more of them coming up. But I think the other ones we do in the UK we can actually do ourselves and then drop them off or send them off somewhere, so that's good. And right now we've been invited round by Nick and Andrea to their place for pizza, and we never say no to pizza, so we're heading right there now. I'd just like to interrupt this video to say a massive thank you to Squarespace, who has sponsored today's video. If you don't know what Squarespace is, it's a fantastic online platform where you can build and design your very own website. Squarespace is really easy to use and there's loads of different themes to choose from. They're all completely customizable, as well as having drag and drop features, which means you can get your very own website up and running in a really short amount of time. Having things like detailed analytics and being able to host our shop as well as our podcast all from the same place really helps our productivity. So if you'd like to try out Squarespace, then make sure you click the link in our description to get yourself a 2-week free trial, as well as 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Go to squarespace.com/indieprojects and build your own website today. So we have just arrived on Nick and Andrea's farm, and as you can hear, they've got lots of animals and their place is over 3 hectares, so it's a great big place and it's just stunning. You've got 360-degree views overlooking the village and the mountains. It really is gorgeous. So Nick is just giving me the grand tour, and you'll know Nick because he's the guy who helped me with the plastering on the barn. And you can see how a golf course would fit quite nicely here. But yeah, just look at the views around this place. It's gorgeous. Their house is there in the distance. They got some beautiful dogs and other animals as well that I'll show you in a little while. So their land is super varied and they've got loads of food growing on the property. They've got 500 vines, so they produce a lot of grapes. They've got 100 orange trees, which is just blowing my mind. They've got 5 fig trees, and also I think they've got 70 olive trees. So they're not gonna go hungry anytime soon. Guys, check this out. He's got a tractor, a Kubota 1976, so mine's 1979, and then the transfer box on the back. But what I really like is this here. So he's welded this himself so that he can carry firewood up from the forest. So we've just walked down a little bit lower on their property, down some winding steps into this beautiful area, and this is where they grow all their food, and they've been growing their own food now for about 2 years. I really like what they've done with these raised beds using corrugated iron. It's a really cool idea, and they're growing carrots, lettuce, but the coolest thing of all is they've got peanuts growing as well down here. So this is peanuts. That's amazing. I think Nick's just picking a carrot for me. Let's have a look at that. Wow, straight from the garden. Look at that. Fresh, don't get fresher than that. So Nick's just in this section of the garden over here picking some English runner beans. And I love how well organised the garden area is. It's really nice. And I've actually just picked some of my own runner beans and they taste amazing. There's so much flavour. And Nick's showing me more stuff. What you got here? What's that?
Yellow courgette.
Yellow courgettes. This is incredible. So much food on this property. So we've just moved lower down on the property and it's a lot flatter down here, and there's tons of massive sunflowers. I think these are the biggest sunflowers I've ever seen, and what they do with the sunflowers is they grow them for their bees because they keep bees as well, but they also harvest the seeds to eat. So you can see the size of these monster sunflowers. They're massive. Nick is 6'3", so these have got to be over 8 foot. It's ridiculous. So we've just come down the property even further into like a little valley, and this is where the bees are kept. So if you walk through this little sheltered area, there's 7 beehives down here, and they're going to extend even further. So the amount of honey that they're going to get from this is incredible. So we are now making our way back to their house, and you can see here these lovely cork trees. These were harvested just yesterday. And they look really funny, actually really nice without the cork on them. You can see the cork on the top and then they're bare on the bottom. I'm absolutely sweating buckets, but it's been so nice looking around the land. And now I'm just on my way up to the house, so I'm gonna show you around that. So it's just a short walk past these lovely boulders and through this archway. And then if I keep going, you'll see a stone archway. And this is something that Nick built, and it's so cool, very, very inspiring. And then they've got this beautiful area where you can sit out, and I guess this is all going to be shaded off eventually. And this is their house. So it's stone with some extensions as well. I really like all this intricate work and detail is done on the patio area. He's even got the name of their property built into the floor just in front of the door, which is really cool. And then if I step back, you can see the entrance, and I'm just going to go inside and show you what it's like. So this in here, this is the kitchen. And Nick has done so much to this property. He's built this bench and these seats and pointed it all and done everything himself. He even put in this archway, this stone archway, because there was no doorway there to begin with, so he's built that in. And I love this barrel extractor fan. How cool is that? So yeah, this is their kitchen. It's a really nice size. And over there, they got a lovely big wood burner for the winter. It's just a really nice space.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'll pop another one if you.
But it doesn't mean the cups are going to be.
No, that's true.
From when you go and see a.
Yes, yeah, literally.
Did you make a purse out of them?
It's definitely turned into a fully fledged pizza party. Look, we got everyone. Ewan, Carissa, we got Ken, Gina, Bee, Bee's mum, Andrea, Nick. I'm ready for pizza. How long?
Yours is last.
So the icing on the cake of Nick and Andrea's house is the fact they've got a natural swimming pool and it looks so inviting. I've just gone and put my swimming trunks on and I'm going in right now. So there's an outdoor shower just here, and then look how amazing this natural swimming pool is. So it's got the plants and they filter the water, which keeps it clean. And I tell you what, I can't wait to get in. I'm gonna go straight in now, see what the temperature's like. Not too bad actually. Oh, look at that view as well from the pool. I'm just about to go crotch deep. This is absolutely incredible. It's so refreshing. It's not cold at all. It's like the perfect temperature. I think I'm just gonna hang out here until the pizza's ready. So the pool's got all these different sections and there's different plants in here that filter the water, and basically these sections here have got lower water in them, which is filtering, I believe, through a sand bed. So it's like a natural sand filter, and there's plants all the way around here just to keep it nice and fresh. And actually with the heat of the summer right now, and it's super clean in here.
It's prolific here, so easy to grow compared to that stuff. I was tempted to like get the dog and lift it. Life hack. There's a lot that seems to be found in residents.
Like every time that we've had like a fishing or something, and they seem alright.
It's been another really busy morning here on our land, just packing everything up, tidying and getting everything ready to go back to the UK, and it was really nice last night. Thanks so much to Nick and Andrea for inviting us round for their pizza night. We got to see all of our friends in one place before we leave, and the pizza was absolutely amazing, as well as Andrea's dessert and ice cream. It was just such a good evening, loads of good laughs, and just chilled me right out. But right now I need to do a few little jobs and then we're hopefully heading down the lake because it's really warm right now. Just look how tidy the veranda is. It looks amazing. I've not seen it this tidy for a long time. Bee's mom has done an amazing job helping us out. It's been really useful having her here. And I've just come into the barn to check everything's all right. And look what I find. This spider just sitting on the plastered wall, and it also looks like it's missing a leg. You can live here. Well, we're not here, but when I'm back, I want you gone, all right, Mr. Spider? Otherwise, you're gonna get evicted. Just arrived at the lake and I cannot wait to get in. It looks so nice. It's been a beautiful day but so warm, and I've been looking forward to having a swim all day. And every body of water I go past at the moment, I seem to just get in it, but it's the right thing to do in this temperature. And remember last time when I came to the lake and I told you that the water comes all the way to here usually, and then it was out to about there. And now, just in about 3 or 4 days, It's gone out all the way down here. It's ridiculous. And on the way in, I saw some really big carp hanging about. But I just love this place. I mean, just look at that view. I know we have a lot of Canadian followers and they say it looks like lakes near them. So now I'm in the water, I can explain a little bit about the next steps on being able to go back to the UK. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking about our chickens and who's gonna look after them and where they're gonna go, and that's the next thing on our list to get done today. I need to rehome the chickens basically. And I'm not rehoming them forever. They're just going on a little holiday just like we are. So keep following along and you'll see where they're going. Can we all just appreciate how beautiful this location is? I could probably spend the next couple of hours in here. Just the perfect temperature. And look at that scenery, it just never gets old. And the car is just parked up there. We've also had a lot of comments asking about the cats and if they're staying in Portugal or coming back to the UK with us. And Fernando and Ginjey are both coming back with us. And I'm quite excited because it means that my family and Bee's family can meet Fernando for the first time. He's such a character. They absolutely love him, I know they will. Guys, I have a dragonfly on my head. I'm trying not to move. Well, that swim was everything that I hoped it would be, and it's cooled my body temperature right down. And I'm ready to get some more work done and get these chickens to their new temporary home. So we've just arrived back on the land, and the first thing we've done is get the chickens in their crates ready for travel, and we couldn't be more happy of where they're going to stay. They're going to stay with our good friends Ken and Gina from OK Portugal. They've got their own chickens, they've got a lovely farm, and our chickens are really gonna love it there while we're away. So we've got 2 crates. We've separated William and Nancy because they're the 2 smaller ones, so they're gonna travel separately in this cat basket. And then underneath we have the rest of the chickens in this crate that we borrowed from Nick and Andrea yesterday, which was really useful. So I just arrived on Ken and Gina's farm, and as soon as I opened the gate, 3 fire planes flew over, so hopefully there's not a big fire going on in the area, but it was crazy to see them so low. Hey guys!
Hey man, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Did you see that plane come over? That's insane.
It was ridiculous,
Yeah.
3 of them, so low.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a big fire just on the mountain, well, just behind the mountain in Furrnando, in a place called Pool, 170 firemen. So,
Yeah, they're picking the water up from the Maritaker,
I thought so.
flying it over there.
yeah.
Yeah, so these absolute legends, they're gonna take care of our chickens, and they couldn't be in better hands. So the chickens that live on Ken and Gina's farm have a lovely space, really nice and big coop, and they've even got a second dormitory down here that's completely separate. It's got this wire mesh on it so our chickens can't get out, and basically we're going to leave the chickens in here for 48 hours, well, bring them out into this bigger coop in the day for 48 hours so they can kind of get used to each other, and then they can blend in to the rest of the flock. But I know Bee's going to be really happy with where they're staying. We love our chickens so much, and I know that Bee's going to miss them as well, but they're in safe hands and they've got a great place to live. So that's a massive weight off our shoulders now. The chickens are being looked after, and we're so lucky to have good friends who can help us out when we need it. And right now I'm heading to Castelo Branco because I've got some more errands I need to do. It's about to get dark, so I'm not going to film any more. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of what it's like in my life, getting ready to go back to the UK. And actually tomorrow we wake up at 4 AM and then head straight to the ferry in Santander, and the ferry is going to Plymouth. I think it takes just over 20 hours, maybe 22 hours to get the ferry back to the UK, and then we've got about a 300 mile drive, I think, to our destination. So it's going to be a big trip, but then we will be in quarantine for a little while. Hopefully we get negative tests and we can get out of quarantine and get on with our lives once again. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for following along. It's an incredibly hard time of our lives for sure. It's horrible, it really is. Everything that's going on, it's really not nice, but all I can do is just keep moving forward. And once again, thank you for all the lovely comments. They really do help me keep pushing forwards, and yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.